The biggest taboo I would say in a relationship is sex talk. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're talking about relationship taboos. We sometimes hook up, connect with people, but we don't connect with them emotionally. Like I had an ex used to say, they don't have time for people and their emotions. Sometimes that can be a little too much, and you have to help people, be expressive in a relationship, because when you're with someone, it's no longer about your mental health anymore. It's about both of you. So there are different fractions of a person's life that they can be affected emotionally by in today's society and today's world. And sometimes it could be that person is still dealing with childhood trauma or various aspects of their life that they never confronted, but now they're in a relationship and they don't even understand that those emotions that they didn't deal with at an early age is now affecting the current relationship, and who knows, it might affect future relationships. So sometimes it's good to allow people to express themselves in a relationship and don't just shut them down emotionally. Give them that attention, I would say, that emotional space to be the self. And because I've been with people who can't deal with themselves emotionally, they shut down. They don't say anything. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm great, or I'm good. But deep down inside, they're dying. They want to express themselves, but when you come across people like that, you don't try to pry them open and say, hey, talk, you better talk, or whatever. You give them time to get to know you more and to be more comfortable with you. I'm not saying you should act like you don't care, because you have to show them, hey, this is a safe space with me. You can open up. We can talk about stuff. Even if it's about me, we can still talk about it and still address it. Because if you don't let me in and if you don't talk to me, then I wouldn't know how to give you that emotional support, which in turn flourishes our relationship and it makes us grow even more. Then there's this taboo, talking about your ex. Why would you need to talk about your ex in a relationship? I mean, it's good enough to know who your partner was with if you so desire. To be honest, I used to be interested in finding out who the exes were and all these things, because then you're in your mind and you're comparing yourself to their ex and saying, I gotta be better than them, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But you don't need to. You just need to be yourself, because there had to be something that brought you guys together. So the exes should be there as a guide to basically help you to understand the person you're with and what they went through and what type of person you could try not to be in their life. Because it makes sense you come from a abusive, one-sided, and all the negatives that goes with it, and many reasons why we separate from people, and then you're putting yourself back into the same situation. That makes no sense. So by understanding someone's ex, you can better treat them. So that's a plus for the relationship. And if you realize I'm talking about these taboos, and I'm not just saying that it's a taboo and it's all negative, I'm showing you that it can also have a positive side and not just negatives, because the word in itself, taboo, sounds negative, and it's always something that goes against society and what they see and how they think something should be, because you're not living or operating within society's standard or what is accepted and what is not accepted. So if you got pry into the past, just don't go digging and looking for details. Just get the top of the surface stuff and keep moving, because people grow over time. I'm not saying that everyone does, but some people do, and you will know if your person, they would have grown over the years based on the exes and based on whatever reasons or situations that made them separate from that person. And then Babe, you text me whole day. Why? You miss me, you love me. You care about me no more, you like me no more. Listen. People get busy with other aspects of their life. So if people are not texting, it just means you're going to be missing that person even more, and which it could mean that you're going to be excited to see them or hear from them. And it's okay if your partner is not texting you every minute of the day or all the time. If they didn't text you in 24 hours, well, then guess what? We got a problem. What the hell could be taking your attention away from your partner for 24 hours? I mean, during working hours, or if you know your partner's schedule, then that's understood. You need to give people the space, because ain't nobody trying to get fired being all on the phone all the time. You can't concentrate at work, because you know when the relationship hot, yeah, them first 48, 72 hours, you step on the phone all the time. You're tired next day and walk, and you send me kissy, I miss you, I love you, I'm here thinking about you. Yeah. After a while, you can't keep up with that, because you're harming yourself. You're not giving yourself enough sleep. You're not giving yourself enough time to concentrate on priority areas in your life. So it's okay to go into that little stage at the first. You know, I call it the 21 question stage, and then you have to snap out of it. So if your partner is not texting you, don't feel bad. Unless you do something, you should feel guilty. If not, just keep moving on and wait for that time to bond and time to spend with each other, and before you know it, y'all be kicking it off. And then there's this part in a relationship, I would say, not everything you need to share with your partner. Yes, some of y'all want to disagree, and some people will agree. Not everyone is built the same way. Some people like sharing and some people don't. Some people only survive by sharing, and some people survive by keeping what they consider most important to them to themselves. And that's fine. It's okay to keep stuff to yourself, as long as you just don't lie to your partner about something significant. And even if it's personal and you don't feel the time is right to share it with your partner, you're entitled to that. In my view, if I'm dating someone, you don't need to know everything. You don't, because we're just dating. There's certain sensitive information I don't think you should have preview to, even though you're trying to get to know me, because we are dating. If we're in a relationship, there's certain information you'll be privy to, but not everything. If we're married, I haven't been married as yet, so thank God. Let me knock on wood. Don't marry yeah. Let me don't marry no stupid person.
I'm mature.
So sharing is not compulsory in a relationship, but it can be considered a taboo. Or you don't like share and you don't like tell people, you know, what's happening and all these things. So it's okay to keep a few secrets about yourself. And then there's spending time alone. I think I'm too comfortable with this one, I'll admit. Do not be afraid to be alone in a relationship. Leave your partner alone. Grab a book, read, spend some time alone, chill with yourself. Leave your partner alone and let them enjoy a hobby, hanging with friends, family, because you know, we have this notion that when we're in a relationship, we got there like, in Guyanese term, bati and po. Everywhere you look, you see this person. That's cute. It's okay sometimes, but not all the time you need to be together. You were someone before you got into a relationship with anybody, so never be afraid to be alone. Alone for me is the best time. You ain't got nobody nagging in your ears, you ain't got nobody asking your Ross, if I could say so. Because sometimes there's got some people in a relationship that are very, very nagging, and they're the kind of people that don't know how to be alone. And it annoys me because I grew up alone, so I know what is it to be alone, and it frustrates me sometimes when I have to share that time with people because I want to be alone and I enjoy it, and people don't understand this, you know. So the biggest taboo I would say in a relationship is sex talk.
No, I am not a pervert, okay? It's just
We're gonna have all the conversation about sex with our friends, or close family, or whoever we want to confide in as it relates to our sexual activities, fantasies, and deep dark desires. You know, we can talk with them, but when it comes to our partner, we ain't saying nothing. The sex dry, the sex boring, and you don't want to do it, but you love the person because you connected. But deep down inside, you wish it was a little bit more S&M. That's what you call it. Wax, little whip and wax and candle. Oh my God, I'm a freak. I've never used the whip. Maybe the candle. There's a lot of things I haven't explored sexually, so I'm still open to a lot of things. And as I was saying, if you never try it, don't hate it. It might sound creepy and it might sound like, ooh, I would never do that, because I'll share this much with you. Coming up as a child, when I learned about kissing, you know, like being intimate, and I was like, that is nasty. Just the thought of exchanging saliva is nasty, and I don't think I will ever do that. Look at me today. Not to brag, but I've been told that I'm a good kisser, so hey, not me. That's what I say, among other things. Not gonna be a whole other episode where we talk about that, but yes, talk about your sexual appetite. We pretend. This goes for both male and female. Pretend. Your girl ain't giving you the best head. Yeah, you don't say nothing. You don't telling she, girl, you're using too much teeth. Or girl, you're too spitty, you're too wet. Like you don't know how to control the saliva there. Or it's too dry. And then for the females, my boy ain't going down on you and you annoyed. But you ain't saying nothing. You boy ain't touching your way you need to be touched. You ain't saying nothing. But you're complaining to your girls. So if you don't open up and talk about it, then for me, I don't think it brings you closer, because sex is supposed to be something sacred. Yes, the religious community, I'm gonna let you have this one. It's supposed to be something sacred, but our generation, they can't wait for marriage. A lot of people running from marriage and a lot of people running into marriage. So people are having sex, let's just say that. But if you're having sex, you should be honest about what you like in the bed. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, hey, sex with you, don't be disrespectful. I've been disrespectful in the past where I was a little too honest about, you know. Now yeah, I got me thinking about all the evil things I did when it comes to being brutal about sex. But I know what I want and I know what I like. So like now and in the future, like I continue to be honest about it, what I like and what I don't like, because for me, I don't have time to waste. I don't want nobody waste my time. So if we gonna fuck, we're gonna fuck good. And that's gonna make you come back and make you want more of me. And some people just can't get enough of me. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm so nasty. But yes, talk about it. It really brings you closer when you can be honest about sex, and it makes you connect with people. However, some people might argue when it comes to sex and being sexual. There's a whole lot that goes on there, and that's like for another episode. We're going to talk about those connections. Hit me up in the comments and tell me what are some of your relationship taboos, and if you agree or disagree with some of the taboos I highlighted. So our next episode, or the next time we talk about taboo, might be some of those relationships that are taboo that you should stay away from. Want to know what that is? Tune in next time on Air with Murray.